So you're probably wondering why my bed looks like a total mess right now. And the reason behind that is because I have a lot of stuff that I'm trying to pack up and that I'm receiving for a trip that's coming up. Me and my friends have been planning on going to Japan for many years now, and we're finally going. We're going to be there next week, and we're going to be there for about 2 weeks from there, and we're going to be exploring pretty much most of the mainland and some of the North Island too, such as like Sapporo. We're gonna go to the beer factory, and then we're gonna come down to like Tokyo, Osaka, all that stuff. We're pretty much gonna have like a really big, fun, action-packed time there. And part of the reason why I wanted to bring this video up is because, as of recent, for the past couple weeks and yesterday even, Japan has been in the news, particularly for YouTubers and how YouTubers can be quite annoying, especially to the Japanese people. Everybody knows about Johnny Somali, blatant racist in a lot of ways, uh, making fun of and bullying old people, saying a bunch of slurs and a bunch of things about like dropping bombs on Hiroshima again and all that stuff. And then we have the most recent case with this YouTuber named Phidias, who went around Japan freeloading, basically, just trying to find every possible way to uh, do the things that he would want to do in Japan without having to pay a single dime. And this just blatantly sucks. It's rude, it is appalling, and it creates a very bad precedent for those who do want to visit other countries. And this doesn't just apply to Japan, this also applies to the United States, this applies to India, this applies to anywhere that anybody would want to travel and act this way. Normally, for myself, whenever I go to another place, whether if it's another state here in the United States and the culture slightly different or an entirely different country, I'm not going to go around and be a blatant asshole. And be a racist and do all the things that I could do to make myself into a pariah in a way. And the reason why some of these people do these things, in a sense, is for clout. They're trying to find the best way to be able to get themselves the fame that they want to get, and notoriety, press, bad press is good press, all that stuff. They're just trying to get people's eyes on them. But there comes an unfortunate side effect, and some people do have stigmas. Some people do carry stereotypes. And one of the biggest stereotypes about Americans in particular is that when they travel to other countries, they have to be the loud and boisterous ones that come about to you and have to proclaim their Americanness and their rights and blah, 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 blah. But forget that they're in a completely different country that runs with a completely different set of rules. So when you have people like Johnny Somali going around bullying people, when you have a guy like Phidias, who I don't know if he's from the United States, I don't know too much about him. I've seen a couple of his crap, and it's all fucking cringe. But when you have people like that, like that are representatives of uh, the country that they're from, whether if they're big YouTubers, a celebrity, or something like that, it's going to set a precedent for those people. And it's not to say that everybody in those countries are going to feel a certain way, right? A lot of people, mainly from bigger cities, are going to have a negative stereotype towards people who are from other countries. Maybe from smaller parts of the country, like say like the villages or the more rural areas, may have a different tone. When I was in Greece, for example, when I was in cities like Athens, uh, a lot of people were just like, "Oh, great, it's an American." But when we're in the villages, people wanted to talk to me. People wanted to approach me and know what it's like to be an American. So going to other places, going to other countries, regardless of where you're from, you have to come in with a level of respect. And if you respect the people, the country, the laws, whatever that may be, the culture, they're going to respect you back. They're going to want you to come back. They're going to want to encourage you to come back. And when you have people that do the exact opposite, that find ways to make the people hate you, it's gonna go across everybody. Everybody's gonna be affected by it. Fortunately, I think in the modern age, people understand that people like Johnny Somali and Phidias are outliers in this case. Granted, that we do live in the digital age, so there's going to be a lot of people that clout chase by trying to do dumb shit. It's unfortunate that they have to do it in places like Japan when they leave their homes and go essentially invade another country with their idiocy and try and spread it. But unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. Thankfully, in the case with Johnny Somali, he's been rightfully arrested. There was that time when he got knocked out, which was pretty hilarious to watch. And then, of course, with Phidias, I mean, he made an apology, but I don't think anybody is going to believe his apology. I mean, if you look at half the crap that he does, and even the shit that he did for the Japan episode, that he created, he does a bunch of things that are just he does it with intent. So if he did all the freeloading, like essentially stealing, uh, jumping on a train without paying for it, eating breakfast at a hotel without paying for it, it's all stealing. There are challenges out there that people do for like, how far can $100 go in Thailand? Uh, Simple, easy, like legal. So I wanted to interject here because apparently YouTube has flagged Phidias's video of him going throughout Japan freeloading as it violates their terms of service, which makes a lot of sense because he's just blatantly going through Japan doing illegal stuff. So big thumbs up to YouTube for getting rid of this crap off of their hard drives. And hopefully this is a lesson to dumbasses like this guy to not post cringy shit and actually dumb, brain dead material onto YouTube. If you want to buy his apology, you're welcome to, but I don't think anybody's going to slide with that. I think he's going to get some shit for a couple of days until either something comes up or people just forget. But I mainly wanted to bring this up because of the convenience of me going to Japan in a week and the convenience of all this news for Japan coming up and Japanese people starting to hate YouTubers coming in and being annoying little shits. So thankfully, I am not a big channel. I'm just me, and I don't think I'll be annoying people while I'm there. I might record some instances about my time in Japan, and maybe I'll report about it when I come back. But I'm going to ensure that I enjoy my time there with my friends, doing all the things that we want to do, being tourists, but not annoying, and respecting the culture that is Japan. So, thank you guys for coming by if you do. If not, this is just for me. I'll catch all y'all later. Peace.